Hey everybody, this is Becca with Amazing Paper Grace. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a circle medallion frame using a corner punch. This was a card I ran on my blog today, and I had a lot of comments asking the question how to make this circle medallion using the corner punch. So let's get started. Now I have a supply list. But I know that you'll be able to substitute whatever you have out of your craft studio. But this is what I used. I used a circle nestability, the standard circle large, and I used the largest circle. Now the card I made was 5 inches wide by 6 inches tall, so I found that this was certainly an appropriate size for that card. You'll use whatever's appropriate for your card. We are also going to use a corner punch, and this is an EK Success corner punch. We'll need a pencil, and you may need scissors, and of course you'll need paper. The paper you'll use is one piece of design paper, and you'll use a lighter weight paper like a typewriter weight paper. So what I did is I used the circle nestability to cut my design paper, and I embossed. And then I cut my template. So we're going to make that template now, and you would do the template by folding the circle in half and scoring. You'll turn it 90 degrees, match the line, and you'll score again. The end result that we're looking for is an 8-piece of pie, or 8 pieces of pie. So I need to score on the diagonal here. So I'll match these lines up to get my next line. And I'm scoring. This is the last one. I'll match those lines, and we have it. So this is essentially 8 pieces of pie. Now we're going to transfer these markings to our design paper. So what you'll do, you'll flip your design paper over to the wrong side. You'll fold your template in half, and you'll place it down on your circle. Don't take the template up. You'll be able to pivot through every piece of pie without taking the piece of paper up, and you'll be able to transfer all the lines. It's very easy. So I'll mark line 1. I will open up the circle without taking it up, and I'll fold it up the 90-degree way. Mark the next line. I'll fold it back down and pivot to the side to make the diagonal line, which I'll mark, and then I will pivot to that last diagonal line, and I will make that mark. Now save this, you'll use it again and again. I'm going to set that aside. This is what we have. Basically 8 pieces of pie. So now we're going to use our corner punch. This plastic piece comes off very easily, and we'll set that aside. Now I'm left-handed, and you may be right-handed. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and set our heart right in the V of one of those pieces of pie. So I've got it centered. I'm going to punch. I found that I made the best frames when I wasn't really worried about this too much, so don't stress over it. If you're off a little bit, nobody's ever going to know, because it's really such a pretty shape, and it actually goes very quickly. When you're looking inside, you can actually see where the previous edge of your previous heart was, so it gives you an idea if you're working in the right direction. And if you're very, very lucky, when you're finished, the centerpiece will simply fall out. Or sometimes it's just connected by a couple of threads, and all you'll need to do is a couple of simple snips. So we're done there. And I actually have 2 places where I'm going to need to snip. I'll do that with my scissors on the back side. If you're looking at the front and you don't like what it looks like, you can tidy that up with a craft knife. So I'll set that aside, and here you go. So that's the circle medallion cut out using a corner punch. And I actually have a couple of others to show you. I had an afternoon free one day, got very curious about this process, and actually sat down and punched out a bunch of these at one time, and just got a good idea of various ways that you could alter the shapes, go in deeper with them to make different circles. As a matter of fact, I even did one with the scallop, and this is probably my favorite. And that same day, I actually did all of those same corner punches, but I made them into borders. I'm kind of a border fanatic, and I wanted just to try a bunch of different possibilities for this. I keep these in a file by my desk so that I can audition them with cards that I'm working on and hopefully find something that's appropriate. I like to layer them a lot. So that's it. There you have it. Happy stamping to you, and I so hope that you're able to make a circle frame, a fun circle frame for your next card.